I'm not really the biggest FPS fan out there. Now, don't get me wrong. They're alright. I love me a good Halo every now and again. But if I'm given the option to play something else, I probably will. But for some random unknown reason, I don't know why, Overwatch 2 is the one FPS game I'm actually really enjoying. Now, it's important to note that I never played the first Overwatch back in its prime. Don't ask me why, I literally do not know. It just didn't grab me. All I knew it was just an FPS game with some cartoony characters in it, like Tracer. So I moved along. Until I got my beautiful PS5. Ah, it's so pretty. So it was on the PS Store, so I decided to give it a shot. And color me impressed? This game is so much more than a small cartoon shooty bang bang game. I mean, it still is that, but there's still far much to it. For one, the characters are super fun to play as. Having 3 wildly different classes to play with in tank, damage, and healer, you always have the chance to go ahead and try various tactics and strats that you wouldn't usually go with. Like, if you suck at tank, you can go to damage. If you don't like tank, you can be a healer. If you don't like healer, you can go back to tank. You have many different things to go with, and honestly, I really appreciate that, and it makes the game a lot more fun. Personally, me, I'm a damage guy. We got your Soldier 76s, your Symmetras, your Bastions, and your Trobjorns. I actually really like Trobjorn, so don't hate me, he's actually pretty good. It also kind of helps that you can switch characters whenever you die in-game, so if you hate the character you're playing as, you can switch to the one in that class, and I really do like that, so you can try different things on the fly, try different strats. It's really fun to go ahead and try unique things. Like, honestly, I started out playing Soldier 76, then I'm like, you know what, I'll try something else. Try Bastion. Bastion's machine gun is fantastic. Go to Symmetra, a little different with the sentry turrets, but overall, very, very fun. It just goes on like that. You try new things, you meet new people, and the game just becomes so much more enriching and more fun as you switch your characters. And plus, if the team has an annoying Widowmaker, for example, sniping your head off, you can become that Widowmaker too and snipe them to the holy hell, just like God intended. Because let me tell you, oh boy, do I hate those Widowmakers. Now, even though I love the characters, the gameplay variations are a bit of a step down for me. Now, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is fine, but just like, in the way that the game presents itself with the 3 gameplay modes of robot pushing, payload escorting, and basically Call of Duty Hardpoint, yeah, these are fun, very hectic game modes, but having the 3 of them is kind of hit or miss. I mean, they're so often enough that if you play a session, you will get all 3 multiple times. But I feel like if you had, a team deathmatch in there, or a SND, or something like that, you could do some very fun things and add more to the game. Now, don't get me wrong, like I said, I love the 3 gameplay modes, but having more, adding more would be cool. So Blizzard, hit me up. We'll work it out. But despite the gameplay variations being kind of the maps to the game are actually pretty good in my opinion. Now, when you think of FPS maps, most of the time, they're kind of no personality and kind of boring, except Nuketown. Nuketown is really cool. But the Overwatch 2 maps are actually fun and creative and very colorful and full of life. Like, who doesn't love Junkertown or New Queen Street or my personal favorite, Blizzard World, the land of where you reveal a card game based on a popular franchise you'll get booed off stage.
We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC.
Yeah, that happened. It really does give a sense of people have lived in these worlds, even though there's no NPCs in the actual maps themselves. It's really fun to see that, Toronto's represented in the game, or Nepal, or Mexico, or South Korea. Like, you have all these things there. It makes you just feel like, oh, you know what? Blizzard gets me most of the time. But overall, they're great maps and I really do love them. Now, is Overwatch 2 the best FPS game I've ever played? No. There are far better ones out there like Black Ops 1 or even Halo Reach, but me personally, as a person who never played Overwatch before, I love it a lot, honestly. It's the fastest I've ever gone to love an FPS game, with its cartoony characters, its fun gameplay, and just its fun surroundings. I feel like I've become an Overwatch fan, ironically enough, which is really weird for me because I'm not the FPS type guy. I'm more of an RPG type person or an action guy, so it's kind of weird in a sense. So yeah, for the first time in literally forever, I can say to myself, I'm an Overwatch fan, even though I still suck at the game, but overall, it's great. I love Overwatch. What else can I say?